Get ready to witness the epic showdown at Rickwood Field, a game that etched its name in baseball history. Set against the backdrop of the First World War and the Great Depression, this remarkable event will take you back in time. Brace yourself as we step into the oldest baseball park in the nation, where legends were made and dreams were shattered. Join us today for a journey full of passion, triumph, and the timeless spirit of America's favorite pastime. Hey guys, I'm William, your host for Exploring History. Today we set out on a thrilling adventure to uncover the secrets of the oldest baseball park in America, Rickwood Field. This legendary stadium holds a rich and fascinating history, and today we delve into one of its most memorable moments, the epic showdown at the 1931 Dixie Series. Get ready to witness a pivotal event in the history of baseball as we bring you the untold story behind this remarkable game. In the early 1900s, baseball was experiencing a tremendous surge in popularity across America. It was a time of great struggle, with the country still recovering from the devastating stock market crash and the hardships of the Great Depression. But despite these challenges, America was experiencing remarkable growth and new opportunities were emerging. One baseball field, built in 1910, became a symbol of the determined American spirit, Rickwood Field. As I step into Rickwood Field, I'm instantly transported back in time. The air's thick with nostalgia, and I can almost hear the echoes of past victories and defeats resonating through the atmosphere. Each step I take connects me to the rich history that unfolded on this very ground. The grandstands, weathered by time, stand as silent witness to the countless games played here. It's as if the spirits of the legendary players who once graced this field still linger, their presence evident. Back in the day, baseball was more than just a game. It was a way of life, a passion that consumed the heroes of yesteryear, whose names have become legendary, once stood on this very diamond, their every move etched into the books of sporting history. As we continue our exploration, we have the honor of sitting down with author Art Black, the brilliant mind behind Showdown at Rickwood. He shares with us the fascinating tales from the legendary Rickwood Field, where history was made on the baseball diamond. On such notable occasion was the annual Dixie Series, an event that left a lasting mark on the sport.
The Dixie Series was a postseason baseball event that was played annually from 1920 to 1958, nearly 40 years.
For over 3 decades, top teams from southern states would gather to showcase their remarkable talent, making this series a revered tradition in the world of baseball. It was at Rickwood Field that legendary players such as Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb left a lasting mark on the game's history. These iconic figures not only exhibit exceptional skill on the field, but also embodied the spirit of the early 1900s, becoming enduring symbols of the era.
Game 1 of the Dixie Series was played on September 16, 1931. Featured the Birmingham Barons of the Southern Association and the Houston Buffaloes of the Texas League. It was a fearfully hot day.
Despite the scorching heat of 96 degrees, 20,000 eager fans gathered to witness a game that would be forever remembered in baseball's history. Fans eagerly gather at Rickwood Field for an electrifying showdown between two legendary pitchers. One side, 21-year-old rookie sensation Dizzy Dean with a bright future who was on his way to a Hall of Fame career in the major leagues. On the flip side, Ray Caldwell, a resolute pitcher, defies his age at 43, knew his time was running out on his baseball career.
People were out of work. Times were hard. Still, people paid precious dollars to come to the game.
People sitting inside the box office window have declined service to a minimum of 20,000 customers. A large crowd assembles outside Rickwood Field to catch a glimpse.
Many people were turned away from the game. The ballpark simply could not hold them all. And remember, this was a day and time when people dressed up for all events, even for outdoor games when the temperature was 96 degrees as it was on this day. Back then, there were and still are railroad tracks beyond the outfield fence at Rickwood Field. Some of those who couldn't get inside the stadium sat on top of idle boxcars to watch the game. Inside the stadium, Rickwood Field was literally running over with people. Remember, the attendance was going to be 20,000 in a stadium that could comfortably seat 12 to 15,000. The people who did make it inside stood on the field of play, in front of the outfield wall and in front of the first and third base dugouts. You had people in front of the dugouts, really blocking the view of the players.
So, okay, they were, what you're saying
They would be standing or sitting, they were sitting here actually in front of the dugouts rather than standing.
all the way up to the green?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they would have been in front of this dugout and in front of the first base dugout as well.
Wow.
So you had the people on top of the boxcars on the railroad tracks, and you had
Which were back on
the
this?
railroad tracks right behind that grandstand back there.
Yes. Clearly, this was Birmingham baseball's biggest event ever. An intense aura filled the air as Ray Caldwell, a seasoned 43-year-old pitcher, stepped onto the mound for the Birmingham Barons. Facing him on the opposing team was none other than the fireballer, Dizzy Dean, known for his powerful pitching, charismatic personality. The stage was set for an epic showdown, and the crowd could hardly contain their excitement. The game began, and Caldwell showcased his unparalleled skill, combining precise pitching with strategic placement of the baseball. In a contest of willpower and skill, both pitchers held their ground, refusing to surrender even a glimmer of hope to the opposing team. Each pitch pierced the air, eliciting cheers and gasps from the captivated spectators.
Inning after inning, neither team scored. Ball players got on base, but the two pitchers, Ray Caldwell and Dizzy Dean, easily escaped each inning.
It was a tense affair with no room for complacency. Every ball hit or missed was met with a chorus of cheers or groans. As the innings ticked away, the scoreboard remained locked. Barons 0, Buffalo 0. Finally,
Then came the bottom of the eighth. The Birmingham Barons were at bat. The first two batters made outs. Then a Birmingham batter got a base hit. Ray Caldwell was the next batter.
howling with determination, Caldwell continued to dominate the Buffaloes at every opportunity. He seemed to get stronger as the game went along, allowing only one hit over the final 5 innings and striking out 3 of the final 6 batters. As the last inning approached, tension heightened to an intensity seldom seen in the world of baseball.
Up came second baseman Billy Bancroft. The crowd chanted, "Come on, Billy, get a hit." Dizzy Dean got 2 strikes on Bancroft. Then he made a mistake. Dizzy threw a curveball that hung over the plate, an inviting pitch for a batter. Bancroft swung, arched the ball high and far into left field, and the ball traveled into the crowd in front of the outfield fence. Bancroft drove in at that point what proved to be the winning run. The Barons led 1-0.
With the weight of a city on his shoulder, with every pitch, Caldwell unleashed his signature curveball, sending Houston's batters back to the dugout one after another.
In the top of the 9th, Ray Caldwell retired all of the Houston batters. The Barons had won the Game 1 of the Dixie Series. The fans were hysterical. They streamed onto the field. The players came and hoisted Ray on their shoulders and carried him off the field,
cementing Caldwell's legacy as the hero of this historic game. And so, the showdown at Rickwood Field came to pass. A game that will forever be remembered for its sheer intensity, skill, and unforgettable moments. Ray Caldwell's remarkable victory against Dizzy Dean fascinated the fans and etched a chapter in baseball history, a testament to the extraordinary skill that defines the sport. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the incredible story of determination and triumph. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I'm your host, William. Thank you for joining us today, and I can't wait to see you next time when we explore history.